Hey, good morning, everybody. God bless you. This is Brother Tim. You got another good message for you from Judah Speaks. Just want to drop something on you that I've been meditating on this morning. Um, the scripture says that uh, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me, and another stranger's voice they will not hear, they will not go after. You know, in a lot of times in our life right now, we can be so full of fear about what we are competent or what we're strong in and what we're not. You know, the market seems to be so saturated with people who sing, people who do. I'm in the fitness business. I'm a personal trainer, and there's trainers on every block. There's people doing stuff on Instagram, on YouTube, and everybody seems to have their own thing. And, what happens is we can get paralyzed by watching what other people are doing, and we tend to compare ourselves to others. And when we see somebody else doing something, they're excelling in that. Sometimes that creates an intimidation or a fear, and you start to question your own abilities. You start to question your own talents. You start to question, well, I can't talk like this person. I can't sing like this person. Or look at these people. Look at that person. And really, that's actually completely counterproductive, because it doesn't matter how many singers that there are, there's always new singers coming out. Like back in the 90s, there's singers now that were singing back then, they're not singing right now. There's somebody always coming up on the forefront. There's always new people stepping up on the stage. And what you can't allow yourself to do is to trap yourself thinking that nobody's going to hear you, nobody's going to follow you, you're not going to measure up. These are all thoughts that I struggle with. Even coming into personal training, I see all these personal trainers, I'm like, dag, like, it's tough trying to start. But what you cannot do is you cannot do nothing, because if you do nothing, you'll reap nothing. Fear will always stagnate your success greater than anything else. It's not the haters, it's not the lack of money, it's not the lack of opportunity. Opportunity is not going to come if you don't move. Stagnation produces death. So if you're not going forward, you're dying. If you're not growing, you're dying. So if you don't do something, you'll never find yourself, you'll never develop your gift, you'll never develop your voice. The way you find your voice, the way you find your character, the way you find what you're good at is by doing it anyway. And in that process, you discover your own voice. You discover how you are going to put your mark on the industry that you're looking at excelling at. Whether you're an artist and you're drawing, or music, or it doesn't matter what industry or what field it is. You can't get so caught up in what other people do. And that's what I feel can be a problem with social media. Yes, we look at Instagram and Facebook and all these other things, and we're getting, a lot of inspiration. But if you're watching too many people do what they're doing, you get caught up in watching other people live their life, and you're not living your own. So there has to come to a point where we stop watching so many other influencers and start putting out our own content, start putting out our own ideas. Because in doing so, like I said, you will find yourself, you will find your flavor, and you'll put your mark on your industry. And there will be people that learn and follow you. One thing you can do to try to, what I did was, the people that I follow, like, I'm in the kettlebell thing, right? And there's kettlebell professionals and enthusiasts all over the world. It's really neat to be connected with that kind of network. And I see some of these big influencers on Instagram, man, they got like 20,000 people, and I'm like, dang. And they're moving, they got a lot of skill and stuff like that. But if you take the time and you scroll back to their beginning days, which we don't do, we just see what they're doing now. Look at their people's story. Go way back and see where they first started, and you'll notice that their videos didn't start off so hot. You'll go back to the time when they only had 12, 15, 25 likes on their shares, on their posts, and they look at where their process started. You may not even have to talk to them, but we tend to look at what people are doing today, and we don't see the struggles that they did yesterday to make them who they are right now. And so you can't allow yourself to be paralyzed by not knowing what to do. Not even for this video, I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I've been thinking about that. You know, my sheep hear my voice, and they follow me. So there are people that are out there looking at how you do it and what flavor that you're gonna bring to it, because you know, what's a banquet when everything tastes the same? You know, what flavor are you gonna produce that's gonna make it just a lot more sweeter? What kind of fire, what kind of spice are you gonna throw on it? You know, pianist, I love it. My daughter, she started writing this piano song. Yeah, she composed a song, and I heard it and I was like, wow, I was really impressed. And like I just heard it again like 2 days ago, and she's developed it. She's added more chords and more notes, and that song is just continuously progressing. But that song would not ever progress if she did not start playing it in the first place. You know, there are songs inside of you that you're never going to present to the world if you don't ever practice your instrument. You know, my other daughter, Taisha, she plays the guitar, and I'm like, babe, there are so many songs that are inside of you that only by mastering and learning this guitar are you going to bless people. There are people that are waiting for the songs that only you are going to sing. God has given each and every person something to present to this world to make it a better place. So maybe you're not a musician. Maybe you're not, you know, in fitness. Maybe you're not, you know, change and do something positive in your life, and I promise you that there will be a ripple effect that you will not be able to measure, because people are always looking for something to help them inspire somebody else to do something, you know, but you create that momentum in your life. You be the start of that action in your life. What part of your life that is lacking right now that you can start improving on? I live in Rhode Island, and they're doing another pause. Ooh, great. A pause. Now I'm stuck at home. No, this is a great opportunity to go dig in something and to learn, develop, and sharpen a skill that otherwise I might be too busy to do. You know, so this is a great time to get caught up on books. It's a great time to, you know, get invested into the kids and get, you know, closer and build that relationship with my family. There's many things that we can do, but too many times we look at the obstacles of what we can't do, and we make excuses and we talk ourselves out of making any kind of progress at all. Small progress is better than no progress at all, and we get stagnant. Well, this is not going to work. What's 15 minutes of practice going to do? I'm learning the trumpet. My trumpet teacher said, Tim, if you practice 15 minutes a day, I promise you your skills are going to excel. I'm like, what? 15 minutes a day? Well, let me tell you something. He was right. Because if I go 2-3 weeks without practicing and I pick that thing up, it's like I got to start all over again. And it's like, wow. But those 15 minutes help form the embouchure. It helps, you know, the pinching of your lips and how to get the trumpet to make the sound. It's a muscle. My lips, they're muscle. And if I don't work on that consistently, I lose it. And your craft is your trumpet. Your practice is focusing your embouchure to make that sound, whatever you create, to produce that sound with quality. But if you don't give it at least 15 minutes a day, you're going to lose your embouchure. You're going to lose, that muscle is going to get weak. So you have to continuously put yourself in places where you're going to be uncomfortable. Because honestly, like, after playing for 15 minutes, man, sometimes it's like God, my lips hurt, you know. But now, you know, when I play longer and longer and longer, it's like, you know, my lips don't go numb as quick. My daughter, when she's playing the guitar, man, her fingers like, my fingers hurt. You know, like, babe, don't worry about it. You're gonna get better. And sure enough, man, her fingers don't hurt no more. You know, but there's always a little bit of pain at the beginning of every process, at the beginning of every journey, and that's part of it. You know, and as you continue to grow, if you're not experiencing any kind of pain, then you're not working any muscles at all. From a personal training standpoint, if you don't have any kind of delay onset of muscle soreness, that's called DOMS, from your workout, then you didn't work out. if you did a workout one day and the next day you don't feel any kind of soreness in that area, you really ain't do much. Most people don't know that because they just, haha. You need to get a personal trainer in life. It'll help you. But if you don't have that delayed onset of muscle soreness, then there's no pain. No pain, no gain. Yeah, so I just want to encourage you to go ahead and do what you got to do. Press forward, and don't get caught up because you don't look as polished as somebody else and you're not as articulate. Your voice isn't as strong. Get a voice coach. You can't dance. Go dance class. Well, I can't. Yes, you can. Don't say you can't. If you can, you can't. You're right. So change that. Change the way you think. Change your life. So God bless you all. This is Brother Tim. This is Judah Speaks, where we talk about everything that pertains to life and godliness. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed, wonderful day, and stay strong.